Diary of an Adopted Son, Diary of an Adopted Son. So today I'm talking to you about my sister, Tasha, okay? Now, who is Tasha? Tasha, she didn't grow up with us, okay? She used to stop by the house a lot. You know, her and Trina, my other sister Trina, who I talked about earlier. You know, they used to stop by the house, okay? So the house meaning Mary Tillman's house, the house I grew up in. My adopted mother, you know. And so, yeah, I got a lot of sisters, so there's gonna be a lot of videos. But basically Trina, you know, she grew up with us as far as, you know, she used to stop by the house a lot. And so my adopted mother, Mary Tillman, she made sure to keep the children together. Does that make sense? So she always kept us together. She always made sure that I stayed in contact with Trina and Tasha. I mean, Mary Tillman, my adopted mother, who's my mother, I'm just saying adopted so you guys can understand. My adopted mother, Mary Tillman, you know, I mean, she always wanted to make sure that we stayed in contact with, you know, our biological brothers and sisters. You know, it's just something that she just wanted us to do. I know when some adopted families, they don't want you to do this from what I heard. You know, they try to, you know, exile people from, you know, their biological blood families. But my mother, Mary Tillman, you know, my adopted mother, she didn't want that. She wanted us to be in contact with our adopted brothers and sisters. So she used to always have Tasha come over. And that's another thing. I always get Trina and Tasha mixed up. Sometimes I call them Tasha Trina and Trina Tasha. So, but you know, Tasha, she used to come over the house a lot. She used to come over for Thanksgiving, and she always was cool, especially growing up. Like as a child, my earliest memories of Tasha was awesome. I mean, it just has put a smile on my face. You know, she always used to cheer me up. You know, as the big sister, she always played the big sister role. Even though I'm grown today, she still played the big sister role. You know, try to put little brother in their place sometimes. but yeah, Tasha, it was just early memories, you know, of smiles. You know, she always was trying to get her own thing. She always trying to do her own thing. She always trying to be independent growing up. Now, one thing about Tasha, from what I remember, she always had a boyfriend. Always. Like I can't really remember her not having a man in her life. You know, she always had a man in her life. And whether she was married, because she'd been married a few times, or, you know, some kind of boyfriend or whatever. So Tasha always wanted love. She always wanted, you know, she always loved family. Even her brothers and sisters' kids today. You know, she's like a mother to, you know, her brothers and sisters' kids. You know, everybody who have kids. You know, so she's like a mother to, you know, the kids in the family. And so she is the auntie, of course, to all our kids, but she's more like a mother as well. So I really love that about her, that she, you know, treat everybody's kids that's related to her, you know, like blood, like she do. Like she buy everybody's kids things for Christmas. She's that type of person. You know, even if she didn't buy gifts for some of the kids, she still, you know, would call them or whatever. Like, you know, she wanted to let it be known that Auntie Tasha's in the house, you know. And I really admire that about her, you know. Now, as far as Tasha, she don't have any kids of her own yet. You know, I think she still want to have kids, but I think she really was probably waiting for the kind of perfect family situation, I'm guessing. But that's what I remember about Tasha. She's really a religious person, or spiritual, as she would say. She's really into the church, okay? First, she was part of Church of God in Christ, and I think she's still part of that Christian lineage, okay? But she's really into the church. You know, I even inspire her to, or encourage her to, you know, start some kind of movement or something online where people can follow her teachings. You know, I would even watch the videos. I'm not sure if she started doing it yet or not, but she's a really spiritual person, and she always gave me good advice when it came to the Bible, to be honest with you. That's one thing I could say as well. I mean, every time I try to get positive advice about Tasha towards the Bible or God, she always had a scripture. And in the past, she would listen to me, you know, when I would talk about business things. Like I would try to help her get a website going. She always was like a business person too. That's one thing. She was always, and still is, entrepreneur type woman. You know, come up with products and services. She did hair, she did nails, and she was always about her business, and financially she always saved money and always tried to improve her financial situation, you know. And so I always respected that about her, to be honest with you. She always was a good dresser, you know. She dressed well, and she always encouraged me to, you know, as I progress in life, not to like lose my foundation. That's what she used to always say. Don't lose your foundation. You know, don't always remember who God is. Always remember, you know, where you come from. Stuff like that. She always instilled like those kind of morals in me, you know, dealing with her growing up. So our relationship today is very interesting. I'll just say that. But, you know, Tasha know I love her. She know I appreciate her at the end of the day. And it's just the way I am with my family. You know, I can never cut people off that's blood. I didn't even know the video went over 5 minutes. I'm sorry, because all these videos are under 5 minutes. But the way I am, people that's actually blood or that I really have love for, even if I'm not in communication with them every single day, every single month, I can never completely cut people off, you know, that's biological for sure. Or people that I love, you know, even if I may not speak to them every day. You know, I still think about them and hope the best for them. So this is Anthony, Diary of an Adopted Son. Sorry I went over about 2 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace out.